Hey guys, it's editing me. So Sydney and I forgot to make this announcement before we ended the episode, so she just wanted me to throw in this clip really quickly. So we are going to be on 140 Characters podcast this coming Thursday, February 10th. Mark it in your calendars. It's Jordan's podcast, Sydney's boyfriend. She is also the co-host for that show as well. So I guess technically I'm the guest. But either way, we're really excited. He does all of his shows live. We usually go live around 9:30 or 10. It just depends. So yeah, I'm really excited. We can't wait. And hopefully we'll see you guys in there. I'll link his information in the description box below. So be sure to check it out, February 10th. We'll see you then. Let's get into our video now. Bye. Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. I'm on top of the world. Hey guys, so welcome to the PBP podcast where we got what? Where we give our unsolicited opinions, point blank period. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Sydney.
Thank you guys so much for being here today. It's been a minute.
It really has.
Since we've recorded. Last week, I was just like tired as fuck because Sydney texted me and she was like, hey, wake up, bitch. I was like, no,
not happening today. And when I have days like that too, though, I mean, like some days it's like the motivation is there and then some days it's just not.
Yeah.
And especially during a fucking Mercury retrograde.
Which is over.
Thank God. Y'all, when I tell y'all that it comes for me, I'm not even kidding. Yeah. I feel like Mercury retrograde has beef with me.
I think they do. I think it does.
Honestly, I really do feel like that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, like, Mercury retrograde, like, what it does to people, but then imagine what it would do to someone it has beef with. That's what I go through.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why. Like, you have, like, the roughest times.
I do. I literally, from now on, I am marking Mercury retrograde on my fucking calendar. That way I can mentally prepare for the bullshit that's coming my way.
Mark it for May.
And when Hannah told me that this past one was coming up, my whole day was ruined. I was like, fuck. Yeah. But anyways, I made it through. Your bitch is here.
We're
here and recording again, and I'm excited.
It's good to be back.
It is good.
It feels good because it's been like 2 weeks.
It has.
2 or 3
well,
weeks.
We were sitting on our last one for a little while.
Yeah.
So we had that under our belts.
It took me a little bit to edit it.
Well, yeah, because then it shows because we had such a cool ass thumbnail and
yeah,
that shit takes work. So I mean, you should be proud of it. I was proud of it. But we did have that under our belts that we were sitting on. So it's not like we didn't have any content to put out. That's kind of why we were just like
kind of waiting,
cruising through Mercury retrograde. But I hope you guys enjoyed that conspiracy theory video.
We can't fucking talk today.
No. Please always expect us to fuck up our words on the show. And you guys are really responding well to the YouTube videos.
They are. I was shocked.
Me too. It's so much fun. Me and Hannah text all day after we put out an episode and we're like, how many listens? How many views?
Yeah. My plan is to put the audio out first and then put out the video after. Because I want people to still listen on audio too.
Yeah. I mean, technically that's what podcast is.
Yeah.
But, so audio is where we started and that's what we love to do. But the video is fun.
Yeah. We just wanted to expand our audience.
Definitely.
So this past weekend has been chaotic and
absolutely the
crazy.
Worst. Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was a shooting that happened really close to our home and where we live. And it was super scary.
It was super scary. First and foremost, rest in peace to the person who lost their life.
Yes.
In this senseless, disgusting act of violence. And, my heart goes out to every family that was affected. by this. I will say that Friday night, ever since I've started back to work, I do not stay up late. Like, I genuinely am, like, in bed.
Yeah.
Early.
She is at, like, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. And so, and even on the weekends, I'm like that because I feel like I'm just, like, catching up. But Friday night, I just was wide awake before it even started, which is, like I say, unusual for me. And then I think the first shooting was at 11:56 p.m., like right at midnight.
Yeah.
And then me and Jordan were just kind of up, like, watching for updates and listening for updates. We had the Montgomery County Scanner app playing over the speaker. And I remember I told him, I was like, you know, when someone says shots fired, you're thinking, oh gosh, that's scary, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And then it just kept getting worse and worse. And I remember looking at Jordan and I was like, this is really bad.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad. And shootings anywhere in the world is a terrible thing, and it's so scary. But right here at home, especially after Virginia Tech went through what they did in 2007, that it's just so senseless and so scary.
Yeah.
It really is.
And, like, Blacksburg has gone through, like, a lot of grief.
Oh, yeah, they have.
Especially with the mass shooting that occurred.
And for this one to be labeled a mass shooting.
Yeah, because how many were there? 5, 6?
It was quite a bit. And then there were so many, like, rumors flying back and forth throughout the night. So many different types of posts. And, you know, this man had went from this hookah lounge to another bar.
Right.
So it's bad enough that it went as far as it did, and it's a tragedy that it went as far as it did, but it could have kept going.
Right.
He was out spraying his gun for no reason. That's my opinion. Obviously, I don't know that. Like, nothing's came out as of yet.
Yeah.
As far as a motive, but people are fucking crazy. They're crazy.
They are.
So yeah, it definitely scared me and upset me to the core, for sure.
And the person who they were looking for, the police were looking for, posted a video on Facebook Live
He
of
sure did.
turning himself in.
Yes, and, you know, he was on there talking about, I'm going to go get my last cigarette. Let me smoke my last cigarette. And I had to stop and get me a Gatorade right quick. And they're talking about first-degree murder, and y'all always want to eat my dick, blah, 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 blah. Basically saying that, you know, people always want to be on his ass and start rumors.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, buddy. Like, obviously, someone had a description of you. Obviously, somebody knew something about your motive. I don't think that we're just handpicking somebody just for the hell of it. You know.
Right. Yeah.
So
I agree.
I'm glad that he turned himself in. I don't want to sit here and applaud and pat his back.
You're not a hero.
You're not a hero, but
yeah.
I'm glad that he's off the streets.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that it didn't have to go any further than what it did.
And the thing is, okay, I might get shit for this, but I feel like he was recording for the police to turn him in just so there wasn't any police brutality possibly occurring.
I agree with you. And I'm going to get shit, but I don't blame him either.
I 100%
don't blame him either.
Because even if he is a murderer, a criminal, you still don't, like, that's not how a policeman is supposed to react to. And
I can't even sit here and say that when he was afraid, when the police arrived, you could hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
You know, anybody's afraid to be arrested, but a black man is really afraid to be arrested, especially for what he's done, which is terrible. He deserves to sit in prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But it is the reality of
living in America.
This is America.
Yeah.
A quote by Childish Gambino.
Donald Glover. So that, like, I mean, it was on CNN.
Yeah,
like, that was on CNN.
That's how you know it was bad.
And we live really close.
Very close.
And it's super scary. Like, I remember when the Virginia Tech massacre occurred.
Me too, yeah.
And my grandma was working there at the time. Like 2 buildings down from where it was happening.
So
and like,
scary.
you know, it's not like clicking with you when it's occurring. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta text her to see if she's okay.
Right.
You know, like it's not reciprocating with you.
Like how bad it is
like,
or could get.
Oh, she's fine. You know what I mean?
I always say there's 2 dates that I remember better than any other date, and that is September 11th and then the Virginia Tech shootings.
Same.
I can pick those 2 days out and know exactly what I was doing, where I was at. You know, I can replay the entire day in my head, even though I don't like to. And we lost someone from right here in our town in those shootings back in 2007. Yeah. It's so senseless.
Yeah.
And that is just, you know, you watch these things happen on TV and you're like, that would never happen here.
Yeah.
Not here, not in this safe town, this would never happen. And then it does, and it just hits even harder.
You.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
It shocks the community, because whether we like to admit it or not, our communities are really close knit, and like everybody knows everybody.
This is true.
Yeah, even though there's like drama and shit.
Yeah.
People know everybody.
This is very true.
So
everybody knows everything about everybody. They know everything about me.
I'll be interested to see what happens to this guy.
Yeah. And
what the motive was.
I am interested to know what the motive was, because what are you doing, first of all, coming 40 minutes down the road?
Yeah, they weren't from here.
To shoot at a hookah bar, of all places where the hippies are in there chilling.
Yeah.
Why did you have to pick the most peaceful place in Blacksburg?
Right.
Or any place for that matter. That's not what I mean, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll definitely keep you guys updated with what we find out.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have a question for you, though.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, my God.
You just turned 30.
Uh-huh.
How is 30 so far?
Not that much different from 29. I feel like my body is different.
You do?
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like your back's like cracking and shit?
Fuck yeah. Oh my God. But like, it's not different. Like, it's not any different. I just feel like my bones are getting weaker.
I feel that now, and I'm only 27. I swear to God, it hits you like in them late 20s.
But my birthday was really nice. I got 3 cakes for my birthday.
Hey, you can't beat that.
Skylar brought me cupcakes. His mom brought me a cheesecake, and my grandma brought me a cake.
Cheesecake.
I was like, man. I'm living over here.
Well, that's great. I'm so glad you had a good birthday. Me and her still got to go out and celebrate her birthday, but
yeah.
I just wanted to know how it felt.
Oh, no different, really.
Good. That's good.
I wanted to talk about Kim and Kanye. Again, more drama.
And you know what? Drama. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm going to let you update me, because I haven't even hardly kept up.
Okay. So, first off, Julia Fox, she celebrated her birthday a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. And Kanye and her celebrated her birthday together, and he bought her and all of her friends Birkin bags.
He bought Julia and all her friends Birkin bags?
Yeah.
Julia, hey girl.
Hey, you trying to be I saw this tweet that was, I think I sent it to you. I was like, I'm trying to be friends with Julia Fox in like a day. Like, how do I become Julia Fox within like a couple hours? I
do have an unread message from you. I keep forgetting to look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Julia, hey girl. I want to be besties.
Yeah.
We can be friends. No, I would never be friends with her. She's fucking annoying. But I will be friends for a Birkin.
And where they were at, it looked like they were in a freaking garage. Literally, I'll put a picture, but it literally looked like they were celebrating her birthday in a fucking, like, garage.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Julia Fox, you are a rebound.
Yeah.
You are helping this man. I won't even say helping. You are there because this man is missing his wife, his ex-wife.
And so things are just, like, going, it's like spiraling out of control with Kim and Kanye. And Kim, she actually said something on Instagram the other day about it. Like,
What did she say?
You know, the Kardashians, they don't like to air out their dirty laundry, like, ever. You have to admit, like, they'll never say anything publicly,
right,
like online, like go on a fucking Instagram rant.
Yeah.
They won't do that. But Kim actually posted something on her Instagram about Kanye saying things and attacking her online. And I'll read it to you.
Oh, boy.
And I'll put it on the screen for everybody else. And it says, Kanye's constant attacks on me in interviews and on social media is actually more hurtful than any TikTok North might create. So Kanye is like upset with Kim for letting North get on TikTok, which I can understand, but Kim, it's downloaded on Kim's phone and she's letting North use it, and Kim is in
and
the
most
videos.
parents do.
Yeah. And she has to be, of course, 13 to be on TikTok.
How old is North now?
I think she's 8.
Wow, she looks older.
Yeah.
Like, she looks grown.
And then, but like I said, it's downloaded on Kim's phone, not her. Like, she obviously shouldn't have a phone at 8 years old. That's just my opinion.
Right, me too.
And it says, as the parent who is the main provider and caregiver for our children, I'm doing my best to protect our daughter while also allowing her to express her creativity in the medium that she wishes with adult supervision, because it brings her happiness. Divorce is difficult enough on our children, and Kanye's obsession with trying to control and manipulate our situation so negatively and publicly is only causing further pain for all. From the beginning, I have wanted nothing but a healthy and supportive co-parenting relationship, because it is what is best for our children, and it saddens me that Kanye continues to make it impossible every step of the way. I wish to handle all matters regarding our children privately, and hopefully he can finally respond to the third attorney he has had in the last year to resolve any issues amicably.
I don't blame her.
No.
And you know what? He is acting like a real piece of shit. Like, to make up a rumor that Pete Davidson has AIDS, like,
that's disgusting.
That is the worst thing, the lowest of lows that I can think of. And then for Julia Fox to bring her bitch ass and, like, back up everything that he's doing. Like, nobody asked you, first of all.
They're made for each other.
Yeah, I agree.
They're made for each other.
It's just, and I agree with Kim. Like, when you're already going through a divorce, like, when you're sitting there, like, being so nasty publicly like that, especially with the audience that both of them have, that's shitty.
Don't you think, like, their children, when they're older, do you think they want to see their dad treating their mom that way?
No.
Or talking about her like that?
Mm-mm.
No. Like, they're not old enough to know what's going on, except for really North, probably.
Right, that's true.
But I don't think that I would respect my dad for saying all this nonsense.
No, you wouldn't. I mean, and I'm speaking from experience. I can remember my dad throwing glass against the wall and yelling at my mom. That's it, forever engraved in my brain. Yeah. And I was little.
That's crazy.
That stuff sticks with you. Trauma will stick with you. Whether you realize it's trauma or not at the time, it hits you later.
Yeah. And I just, and Kanye posted on Instagram, like, just post BS on Instagram, and I took screenshots of it. TMZ, my children are not a game to me. I need an apology for how you tried to spin the narrative. You are not being a fair media source. You're picking sides against the dad. I mean, they're not picking sides. They're saying exactly
what's going on. Right.
Like, you don't need to go through the court.
Yeah.
If you think that you are good enough to be that main provider for your children, then do
take it to court.
And if this is the third lawyer that you've had in this past year, then
sorry, I think that was me.
It's fine. If this is the third lawyer, like I said, this past year that you've had, that sounds like an issue.
It is an issue. I mean, she's obviously calling him out on his bullshit. Like, she's finally, like, coming public about it and being like, You're mad because she's being honest.
Yeah.
So,
like, I mean, Kanye, I feel like he's a manipulator. Like, he manipulated Kim, and he's a control freak.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He has issues. The man has a lot of issues.
Yeah. Like, we know he has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Mm-hmm. And no, I don't think he's crazy. I just think he's mentally ill right now.
And the problem with that is that he just doesn't take care of it as he should.
I mean, even in, the song FML, like on Life of Pablo.
I don't think I do. I'm not going to cap.
You never met a man crazier than when he's off his Lexapro. Oh. It speaks for him. He said it. He said it himself.
I can relate.
So, yeah. So there's that. It's a lot with them going on. Just deal with it out of court. I mean, deal with it in court, not out of court. But, like, I'm tired of seeing it.
Out of the media.
I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah, it's time to grow up.
At this point.
Yeah.
Because stop, like, attacking Pete. Like, he's not doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying?
He's really not. Like, I don't feel like Pete's the kind of guy to, like, step in where he's not wanted.
Pete hasn't said shit.
No, he hasn't.
And you know what? If Kanye did say something like that about him having AIDS, like, we don't know for sure. We don't know if he actually said it or not. It wouldn't surprise me.
No,
but if he did, that's defamation of character.
Well, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like the worst thing that you could possibly do.
Because why are we shaming people now for having a very, like, scary disease?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this isn't the 1980s.
No, I agree with you. I mean, you and I have texted back and forth. I'm like, he's a real piece of shit right now.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Kanye.
We're tired of it.
Sincerely, the PBP podcast.
I love your music, but grow the fuck up.
I was gonna say, I know this one might hurt because you love him a lot.
I do. I really am sad that he has to be like this,
right.
And I feel like he needs to get help.
No, yeah, he needs a lot of.
But he's not going to.
He needs a grippy socks day.
Yeah.
Same.
Definitely.
But anyways.
So I asked somebody or people what they wanted us to discuss today. Mm-hmm. And Brittany, I really, really liked this. She said, TikTok, it's fun, it's entertaining, but is it causing kids/teenagers and even adults to self-diagnose themselves with sorts of mental health issues? Also, how social media altogether is making it almost impossible for anyone to keep up with the ongoing fashion trends, and just keeping up in general is causing some major depression issues. And how can we direct our children on a different path? Like, at this point, it's impossible to live without it. So how does one stop and smell the roses for the rest of their life? And I was like, I really like this.
Yeah, that's a good discussion to be had, because social media is evil.
Yeah.
Social media is a dangerous game to play. I like her question about, is it influencing us to diagnose ourselves? I think that aspect can be good and bad.
Yeah.
Like, it can go both ways.
Yeah.
Because I know for me personally, when you sent me, I got diagnosed with a panic disorder. Hannah sent me a TikTok of a girl who had the same thing. Mm-hmm. And that was just like, that meant so much to me to know that, like, my triggers in the vehicle and stuff like that is a thing, and that I'm not crazy.
Yeah. And she wasn't diagnosing herself. She had already been diagnosed.
She had already been diagnosed.
So
yeah.
I think that's the difference between self-diagnosing and already being diagnosed.
Yeah. Discussing mental health is a good thing, as far as, like, knowing that you're not alone.
Yeah.
And educating. Social media can be education as long as there's facts behind it.
Right.
However, I feel like with the younger generation specifically, I feel like I think they are glamorizing mental illness.
I can't agree.
I feel like they're like,
not me with anxiety.
Not me and not my anxiety. Not, I'm about to have a panic attack, blah, blah. This shit's not funny.
Yeah.
It's not fun. And you being nervous before a test is not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not what we're talking about.
I mean, I have test anxiety.
Well, yeah, there's
yeah, but it's not like, oh my fucking
That was a
God,
poor example. That was a poor example that I used. They're saying, you know, they're taking things that's not really an anxiety diagnosis and claiming it to be, oh my, not me with my anxiety, like you say.
Yeah.
Like they've never actually been diagnosed, and they're discussing it as if they have.
Right.
And they're glamorizing it, like, I'm in the mental hospital, blah blah blah. Like, shit's not sweet, and it's not fun or funny.
Yeah, I've seen like TikToks of people like in mental hospitals like TikToking it.
Yeah, it's not funny.
I'm like, what?
And it's not something that you want if you don't have it. Don't wish it upon yourself, because I wouldn't wish what I have on my worst enemy.
Right.
So I feel like with the younger generation, it's a problem. Mm-hmm. I feel like that they see these, I feel like it's become almost a trend.
Right.
To have some sort of anxiety or depression, even if they're not. Mm-hmm. You being sad and heartbroken over your boyfriend for 3 days, that's not depression. Not eating, not getting out of the bed, not wanting to socialize, not wanting to be here.
Yeah.
That's depression.
Sleeping all day.
You know, once you have these mental illnesses, you will be so desperate for help. Mm-hmm. You will know when you have hit rock bottom with your mental health. Mm-hmm. You will feel like you are just lost, like you are drowning with weights on your ankles.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the younger generation specifically, it is causing them to self-diagnose without any knowledge of what they're actually trying to diagnose themselves with.
Right. I agree. And plus, like, I suffer from ADHD also. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm sure you can relate. Like, it's like wanting to do stuff and then like not doing it at all.
Yeah.
Like one day you're feeling like super motivated and the next day you're like, you just want to sit and watch TV for 15 hours.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. And I do suffer from like social anxiety, but I'm not, and I think I really do have anxiety, but I'm not diagnosed with it. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I do have it.
Or glamorize it.
Right.
You know?
I'm like, oh my God. Like,
not the anxiety.
Yeah, not me with anxiety.
You're right.
Yeah, like that's silly.
Yeah, and I think, you know, with our age, we're grown enough to know that. Mm-hmm. I do see what Brittany's saying. I just feel like it's more like our high school generation.
Yeah,
that is doing stuff like that.
And I feel like, I don't think it's meant to do this, but Euphoria, I feel like that has glamorized a lot of things for younger adults and teenagers.
I agree. I feel like they look and see things like that, like the drug use and the mental illness, and it's a trend to be the crazy bitch, you know?
Yeah.
Which I've been one.
We've all been
I'm not
there.
saying like I'm like, you know, a pick me type bitch. I've been one.
Yeah. Same.
But that show is definitely glamorizing those issues. Mm-hmm. They can say that they don't, but they do. Well,
I mean, I know the writer Sam Levinson, and I think he directs it too some, but he was a drug addict. Mm-hmm. And he's been sober for like 16 years now, I think, which is good for him.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm so proud of people who overcome drug use, because it's a serious disease.
Yes, it is.
It's nothing. People are like, oh, you chose to put the needle in your arm. While that may be true to an extent, there are people that can stop doing it right away.
Well, and there's also people who was prescribed a medication for pain too, and was never able to come back out of it.
That shit's good. Like, I want more.
And, well, I took a medication for my wisdom teeth one time, and my mom had to take it away from me.
That's dangerous shit, because I had hydrocodone, but it made me sick, like nauseous. And I'm so glad it kind of did, because had I had something that was probably good, I'm be like, oh, this shit's nice.
Yeah. It's easy to do. So before you speak on someone's situation, I just wouldn't, because you just don't know. But I watched the first season of Euphoria. I haven't even touched the new season at all. But I know from watching that first season what they're about.
I've actually kept up with it. Episode 5 comes on tonight. And at first, I did not like it, like, at all. I was like, this is stupid and
It's a lot.
and unrelatable.
It's a lot.
And then I was like, okay, well, I've already came this far. I'm going to just continue, see what it's about, see what else comes about it. And this season's, like, really chaotic. Like, really chaotic. You don't know what the fuck's, like, going on from episode to episode, honestly.
Fez is my dream boyfriend, by the way. And I knew that before all y'all bitches did. Y'all talking about Angus Cloud is so attractive. Bitch, I've been saying it. Just so y'all know.
Well, I disagree, but...
Bitch, I think he's fine. He reminds me of Mac.
I'm team Ethan.
I don't know if I remember Ethan.
I love Ethan.
And I seen this tweet that was like, every time Cassie's on the screen, let me see them titties.
Oh my God. Well, she gets naked like every episode. Literally.
I mean, as she should.
Literally every episode.
If I looked like that, I probably would be like, sign me up to be naked.
I just feel like you don't need to be nude like every fucking episode, because keep something to the imagination.
I think there was an article where she was talking about not wanting to be nude.
In certain scenes.
In certain scenes, she didn't feel it was necessary, and they were quick to just like cut it out, which is good to know.
But
like,
holy shit, there are penises like in every single, like almost every single scene.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah,
and dicks are not attractive.
Ew, no, they're not.
They're not
just
cute.
So y'all guys know, we don't want your dick pics.
No. What am I gonna do with it? Print it out and shove it up my ass?
Like, girls do not get into that. Shove it up.
Like, period.
Girls do not get into that kind of stuff. Like, y'all look at a picture of our titties and run to the bathroom and you're good. Like, that doesn't do the same. It doesn't do the same thing for us. Like, this is just a side note. I know this is off topic, but you men need to know, like,
I don't want it.
Don't send me a dick pic. Don't ask me if I want one.
No.
If you're not here and we're not.
The answer is always no.
Mm-mm. So, just saying. Y'all's dicks are ugly.
So, as for fashion and not social media, but as for fashion trends on social media, I feel like, it is hard to keep up with.
And that's where the dangerous stuff comes in, because social media is such a self-esteem killer.
It really is.
And I'm here to tell you, what you see on social media is not real.
Yeah.
It's not real. The models that you see, they have a whole ass team to make them look like that. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying they wasn't pretty before.
Yeah, you see shit unairbrushed and unphotoshopped.
Right.
They're going to look just like you and me.
Right. So my only advice on that is to be yourself. Because really, at the end of the day, we'll never be able to keep up with what these models are doing, what these celebrities are doing, because we don't have that kind of money. Any regular person doesn't.
Not yet, anyway.
And if you're not comfortable in a fashion trend, then don't do it.
Yeah, don't wear it.
If you want to go out in your sweats and your sweatshirt like me currently, do that.
Here's a PSA. Just because it's trendy doesn't mean it looks good.
Right. That's facts.
Like, the boots that Kanye wears, like, they look like fucking muck boots.
Someone said he looks exactly like the guy that came to paint our house.
Oh my God.
And they're so ugly. And of course my boyfriend was like, those are fire. I'm like, the only reason
you wear them then.
You think they're fire is because Kanye is wearing them.
Okay, wear them.
They're fucking hideous. That's exactly what I said.
Wear 'em.
I'll get you something.
Get you some.
I will tell you this, and I'm going to catch some shit for this. One pair of his shoes that has grown on me that I want really fucking bad are those slides like that people wear with sweatpants all the time that look like fucking laundry baskets. The slip-ons.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I want some of them shits right there. Bitch, I don't know why. I just do. They're like a bougie Croc to me.
They look like shoes you wear in prison.
Yeah, they do. That's not cap.
Like water shoes.
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like. And when they first came out, I was like, okay, y'all have to be joking. But then I see them with like all these cute sweats and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, I need me a pair. They would never look the same on me. People would think I literally just got out. But yeah.
Don't let me get rich, because my boot game, my shoe game would be fire. Don't let me do it. You buy me
a pair of those if you get rich?
No.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, like I'm not gonna buy you some ugly stuff. I'm just kidding. Yes, I would. If you like them, I'll buy them.
I think they're fire. I can't help it. I know I'm gonna catch shit for that, but honestly though, like the whole Yeezy line is literally a Hanes t-shirt with his name on it.
Skylar has a pair of Yeezys. I'm like, sell them shits, please.
Well, I'm not gonna knock all the tennis shoes.
No, I don't think like the trainer shoes.
Yeah.
Like the old ones that he came out with first.
Yeah.
Like from Adidas. I think those are fire.
Yeah. I don't know that they're worth the price tag. You're paying for the name. But as far as his clothes go, they literally took a Hanes t-shirt and ripped it up with some scissors and like put it on somebody.
Yeah.
And charged $1,000 for it.
That's so ridiculous.
It's ridiculous and it's stupid.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like if you want to be influenced by fashion on social media, then do that.
Yeah.
Be the it girl. Be the material girl.
Wear whatever you want. Who gives a shit what it looks like? If you like it, wear it.
If you want to go to Walmart in your Cookie Monster pajama pants, you do that, girl. Because that's what I'm going to do.
But don't think you're not going to be on people at Walmart.
I probably could have been on that numerous times if I'm being honest.
No, like Walmart's where you can literally be like your worst self.
You really can. Me personally, and Hannah knows this, and I'm sure I've said it before on the show, I'm all about some comfort. Mm-hmm. Like if I can't fall asleep in this at the end of the day, I don't want to wear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I will change my clothes, obviously. But if I happen to fall asleep and I'm not comfortable, I wasn't in the right outfit that day.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
And, like, I sit at my job all day long. Mm-hmm. So, like, I normally will wear, like, leggings. And then I have, like, you know, like a bunch of these hoodies. And it's just all about comfort for me. But everybody's different. Like, if you want to be the it girl, you be the it girl. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm rooting you on.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, that shit just doesn't matter to me.
Me either.
It really doesn't.
It does matter to me.
It does matter to you, but that's okay.
Not like, oh, I need it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, ooh, that would look good. Like, it's okay to like want those things for yourself.
Of course it is.
You know, I think we all. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. I think it's fine to like dream about it and like work hard to get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like it's like, oh, you have this because you're rich. Like, nah, bitch, I have it because I worked hard to get it. You worked hard
for it. And you want those things to show what you've done. And I get that. Like,
yeah.
But if you can't afford those things, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Like, that does not validate a person.
No.
It does not.
It doesn't make you good or better than somebody else.
No. Hannah and I just use that as manifestation.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I guess to answer her question, like, do what you want as far as fashion goes. I do feel like it is heavily influenced, though.
There's this funny story from this morning, actually. You know how you get, like, ads on your Facebook sometimes? There was, like, a watch, like, a watch manufacturer, like, come across my Facebook page I've never heard of. Mm-hmm. And it was called Movado. And I was like, hey, Skylar, this is a cute watch. And it was like a girl's watch or a woman's watch. And it was so cute. I was like, hey, look at it. And he was like, how much is that? Like $3,000? I was like, no, 700. So better than 3,000.
So get out the credit card. Thank you.
So I need it. And he's like, is there one that's like $20?
That would be the one I would get. I'd be like, oh, this is fire. And I can afford it, bet.
No, it was cute. But of course, I'm not going to wear a $700 watch.
Well, I was out yesterday because I went to Chelsea's house last night. That's another one of our friends. And I needed some jewelry to match my shirt that I was going to wear. I went to Walmart to find some. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because all I need is a basic set of gold hoops and I'm ready to go. But I found this gold watch that was so fucking cute and it matched my earrings. And I was like, that shit is fire. It was $9.88.
Period.
I mean, it was so cute. If I was wearing it right now, unless you had some sort of expertise on knowing what's real and what's not,
Yeah.
you would think I paid every bit of $100 for it.
Yeah.
And so I'm just using that as an example of, you can, if you want to be that person that you see on social media, but you can't exactly afford that.
Everybody's got to start from somewhere.
But you can still come close with cheaper brands.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the exact $700 t-shirt that they're wearing.
And thrifting.
Thrifting is huge.
If you live in a big city, go to all the thrift stores, because I'm sure rich people have some good shit.
Yeah, I would love to do that one day. I be seeing like these girls going to Goodwill on TikTok and they find fucking Chanel bags in there, and I'm like, all I get at my Goodwill is somebody's stained up old makeup bag.
Or a fucking camouflage t-shirt.
Yeah. Like, what? So yeah, please don't let social media influence you in the way you feel about yourself.
Plus, like, when people are at school and like people bully them for not having X, Y, or Z, like shirt or shoes or, you know, type of watch or whatever the case may be, they get made fun of for that. I fucking
sad.
hate that shit.
Yeah, I do too.
It's gross.
It is. Like, so you never know what people are going through.
And you should teach your kids not to like make fun of people or judge people for what they're wearing.
Or for who they choose to be or the color of their skin.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
PvP. So yeah, that's it. But I do like what she said though.
And the whole thing with like social media, like how can we direct our children on a different path? Like, I'm not a parent, nor am I an expert with children.
Me either.
But here's the thing, like, if I were a parent, and I'm not saying that like my views wouldn't change if I did end up eventually having kids, because right now I'm not going to.
Same.
Like, I'm not having a kid.
Right, same.
That's just my prerogative. If it were me, I think being a parent who is there and not like someone who is there but doesn't care about what their children are doing or what they're up to, or let them be on their phones 24/7, but being present. Being a present parent, I feel like, is so important.
Right.
Not being a helicopter parent, but like wanting to talk to them about their day, wanting to spend quality time with them is so important.
It really is.
So I feel like that would help a whole lot, for them not to be so down on themselves or get depressed about not having this or that, or like, you know, social media, maybe they feel they're getting bullied over social media or something. Anything that your children do, you have to educate them on the negatives of whatever they're going to go through in life. You know, your children are always going to deal with something, right? Yeah.
Whether that be a heartbreak or getting their feelings hurt or failing a test or not getting picked for, you know, the school play, or, you know what I'm saying? There's always going to be some sort of heartache.
Right.
You can't stop your kid from those experiences in life.
Right.
That's inevitable.
Right.
I think just the amount of education that you put behind every adventure is what is really important. You know, because without those hard lessons in life and without those, you know, challenges and obstacles, then what is life?
Yeah.
There's lessons in the valleys, right? So you can't, whether it be social media or not, they're still going to catch that shit. And as far as swaying them away from social media, I don't really know how to answer that, because if I was to ever have a kid, I'm going to invest in whatever their dream is.
Yep.
So if my daughter or son comes to me and says, I want to cheer, bet, let's get you on the squad. Let's get you to tryouts. Let me get you some shoes. Mm-hmm. You want to play basketball? Bet, let's go get you some shoes. Mm-hmm. Let's sign you up. Mom, I want to be a social media star. Okay. Let's get you a ring light. Mm-hmm. But I feel like with that dream, you as the parent have to understand how far you're willing to let them go.
Yeah.
You know,
and
that has...
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I was just going to say that has to be very much monitored.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yes.
You know, that is a cruel world that they're stepping into. Mm-hmm. But again, whether they're getting it there or not, they're still going to get it.
Even with like acting too. Like,
right.
Social media and like being in the public eye in general, especially if you're a kid mm-hmm. or, you know, below the age of 18, it's hard because you get a lot of criticism and a lot of hate. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to deal with as a kid.
Yes, it is.
Because you're like, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
You're not doing anything wrong.
When
they
your
just hate you to hate you.
Feelings are so easily hurt at that age too.
Yeah.
You know, so really that's just a personal choice for the parents. Mm-hmm. You know, if you don't want your children on social media, I can understand. But just me speaking, I'm going to support whatever it is my kid wants to do. But I do know that social media is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
And I know with that comes a lot more lessons.
And responsibility. Yeah. And social media, well, being a parent, like you said, you got to support what your kid wants to do every step of the way. I feel like a lot of kids don't get supported with something like being a social media influencer or being an actor or something like that, mm-hmm. because they're like, oh, that's few and far between, you'll never make it. Like, that's really depressing.
That's a shitty lesson to teach your kid.
You just got to be consistent. You got to keep doing it. You'll get noticed eventually.
Well, and another one of those hard lessons that you have to teach your kids is just know that this may or may not work out for you.
Yeah.
But it brings in the lesson, what's meant to be will be. Right. I firmly believe in that.
Yeah.
Like, if this podcast is meant to be mine and Hannah's future, it'll happen.
Yeah.
If I'm meant to be with my boyfriend for the rest of my life, that'll happen. That applies, I feel like, in every aspect of life.
Yeah.
So you just have to know which lessons to apply where with your children.
Right.
So.
And it's, you know, like, your parent, like, some parents want their kids to be a doctor. Like, mm-hmm. since the day of birth, like, oh, I want my kid to be a doctor. I want them to be a lawyer. I want them to be something that makes a lot of money and, you know, is good for society, which is fantastic. But don't push them to the point where they don't want to be that either.
Right. Yeah, I mean, not everything that they go through in life is going to be fun.
Yeah.
But, you know, you as the parent shouldn't make it sour for them either. So
I agree.
I like her topic that she brought up, because all of those things are very good topics and discussions mm-hmm. to have. But when it comes down to the parenting thing, I think it's really at your discretion.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how you choose to parent your kid is on you. And everybody's different, and no mom is wrong.
Right. I think, like, we're the last people to answer your question.
Sorry.
Because we don't have children.
Right.
I'm not pregnant.
I can only tell you what I would do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
And who's to know, like, our minds wouldn't change.
Exactly.
I don't think it would for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty stuck in my ways.
Yeah, me too.
But every parent has their own way of parenting.
They do.
So I mean, there's nothing I can do to change.
All you mamas and dads, we're rooting you on.
We are.
I saw this tweet that was like, pregnancy is such a beautiful thing. Not on me, but on y'all.
Period. Period. And I think that was a good segue. Like, talking about Kim and Kanye and having mm-hmm. North on social media. Well, she's already, you know, in the public eye. She's been in the public eye since she was born. I think that was a really good segue into what Brittany wanted us to talk about.
Yeah, it was. Brittany, thank you for engaging. We appreciate you.
Yes.
really good discussion.
Yeah, really, really good. And yeah, we've probably are done. About 50 minutes in, so I think that we should end it here.
Okay, sis.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I think that was really good. Everything that we had to say, I think that was good coverage.
We had a really good discussion to talk about Celbri-TEA and the news and all that good stuff.
You guys, just so y'all know, let us know what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah.
Just as much as we want to know what you like, we also want to know what you don't like.
Yeah.
Is there something that we talk about that you guys are like,
yeah,
move on?
Please stop.
or do you love it? We can't improve without your feedback.
Yeah.
So
engagement is important.
Right. And we might not agree with your opinion, but it is nice to know what you like, because we're not doing this to just talk to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
done that before.
We do that all day, every day.
Yeah.
This is for y'all. So please always engage and continue to, like, share, subscribe, leave us ratings on all of the audio platforms. All of that is so big. And any time that you have an idea, if you hear something throughout the day, or if you read something that you want us to touch on, post in the group, shoot me or Hannah a message, let us know. We will definitely take it into consideration and look into it. Of course, we are always answering any advice that you may need. Yeah. Probably wouldn't be the best advice, but we'll give it a shot.
Especially parental advice.
Right. So always engage with us. It means the most.
And we finally reached other countries.
We did. We are worldwide.
World star.
Call us Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. So it's exciting, you guys. It really is.
I was like, England? What?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
cool.
The hype is real. So we appreciate you guys more than you know.
Hopefully this will just keep growing.
It's going to. I'm the manifester over here.
It has. When we first started to now, it's grown a whole lot.
It really has.
And
it's so exciting.
So proud of us.
Me
I'm
too.
so proud of our journey so far.
And just a disclaimer, if it's ever 2 weeks and you guys haven't got an episode, I swear to God we haven't quit. Sometimes we just reach those.
Sometimes we just need one of those breaks.
Yeah.
Or it's Mercury
retrograde. Just know that we're okay. We're not okay, but we're okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that's all we have for you guys today. Like Sydney said, share, subscribe,
please.
Click the notification bell to get notified.
Yeah, let us know when we're ready to talk. Wait.
What?
Stay in the know when we're back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, to get notified when we upload a new video.
Yeah.
But that is all we have. We will. Shit. We can't fucking do this today. We gotta go. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Peace.